Okay, so red lips. Red lips. I feel like with red lips, you either really love it or you really hate it or you're scared of it. Like there's like 3 camps. So people are either like, yeah, like I live for a red lip, or they're like, no, you look like a clown, get it off. So sometimes, like most people, I put it on and then I'm like, and I chicken out and I take it off and I go for a nude lip. But if you do like red lips, this is for you. Okay, so there's like unwritten rules for red lips. There's like a system for getting it right and getting the right colour for you. So for example, did you know that some reds will make your teeth look yellow? You don't want yellow teeth, do you? And watch out for picking the right shade for your tone. Unwritten rule 1. You know that old saying that's like, you can't go out with your boobs out and your legs out at the same time? It is like that. You can't have a red lip and have a lot of stuff going on in the eyes as well. Well, you can, but it's not great. So statement lips, basic eyes. 2, if you have yellowing teeth, even in the slightest, a warm red tone will make your teeth look yellower. Fact. If you do have yellow toned teeth, it's best to go for a neutral or blue undertoned red. Blue is opposite to yellow on the colour scale, and so 4 makes your teeth look whiter. If you do have brilliantly white teeth, go with whatever you want, and well done. So 3, sandbagging. So this was coined by, well, I think it was coined by my #1 makeup human in the entire world, Mario, as in Makeup by Mario. So if your lips feather, if you've got any sort of lines or they just have a tendency to do it, you need to do this. It's basically putting powder along the outside of the finished lip, and what that's going to do is stop the product from sort of going elsewhere. And while we're talking about technique to put it on, please exfoliate your lips, please moisturise your lips, please do all of that before you put on a red lipstick, because no one wants dry, chappy red lips. Like, they need to be like moist and full, okay? So for this technique, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the same concealer palette. I'm just going to go around the lips and make sure that they're neat. You need a triangle sponge and some loose powder. What you're essentially going to do is stop the lipstick from going anywhere. So use the edge. A little bit like baking. I personally don't like to use that much, but I know Mario, my favourite person in the makeup industry ever, uses quite a lot. I don't, but he does. So maybe go with his view. What does he know? So 4, please, please, please reviews, please think about your teeth. It's really bad that this is such a thing, because it's really not that big of a deal. I don't know why we make it into it, but it is. So the problem with it is too much product and getting the product on the line, like the wet, dry line. If you put product on the wet bit of the lip, it will come off, it will transfer. So when you do your lipstick, which I'll show you in a sec how to do, you go, takes off the excess, takes 2 seconds, and it will save you that. I always like to overline them a little bit. Get a good shape. So I'm just going to use a lip brush to apply it. Thin layers, like don't apply too much, you can build it up. You're going to blot. I'm just going to use the tiniest bit of loose powder and just set that. You can always do another layer and then reset. Okay, so 5, most importantly, picking a tone. This is the difference between you loving having red lips and hating it. If you get the right colour of red lipstick, your face will be like, boom. If you get the wrong colour, you will look 50 years older. Maybe not that much, but it just won't look good. So first of all, you've got to think what your skin tone is. Undertone will always be the same. And this doesn't matter what shade of skin you are, whether you're light, dark, medium, anything in between. But a quick rule of thumb is look at the veins. If they are green, you are warm toned. If they're blue, you are cool toned. If you've got a bit of both, you can be neutral. The other thing you can do is the jewellery test. If you suit gold jewellery more, then generally you have a warmer skin tone. If you suit silver jewellery more, generally you have a cooler skin tone. So warm skin, orange, coral, brighter reds. Cool tone, you want to go for bluey, and when I say bluey, they've just got a cooler undertone, that's why we call it blue tone. That sort of colour, like pillar boxy red, and that way. And if you're neutral toned, well done you can wear whatever you want. So following this rule, you can do conservative, you can like tap it on, have just like a little bit of a blush, or you can do bright red, or you can do a darker red, as long as the undertones are there. I've read a lot of things and sometimes they're like, you know, if you've got a darker skin tone, you should have a darker red, and if you've got a lighter skin tone, you should have this colour red. You don't need rules like that in your life. Get the undertone right, fine, wear whatever you want. You want a bright lip, have a bright lip. It's literally that simple. Good examples of a blue tone red, Ruby Woo from MAC. D for Danger and Dare You are like a darker red colour as well, and they're also quite blue tone. L'Oreal, It Doesn't Matter. Kevin Aucoin, Blood Roses. Rimmel, Perfecto, and Huda Beauty, Cheerleader. So a good example of a warm toned, like I've got on, Clinique, Red Red Red, Berry, Spiced Apple, Pat McGrath, Obsessed, Lime Crime, Suede Berry, Revlon Really Red, NARS Red Square. I have two go-tos. I have Lady Danger here, and I have Cherry Pop here. This one is a little bit more of a neutrally compared to this one. This one's very corally. And that's it. I will pop the link to my makeup closet underneath as always. And enjoy those red lips.